It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Welcome, everybody, and welcome again, everybody. Thank you all for joining. Let's go ahead and click like and subscribe. And most importantly, let's go ahead and invite about 10 of your besties. Hi, everyone. I am Ruth Mack, the founder of Promote Yourself. I help ambitious and executive professionals and entrepreneurs to attract six figures by including godly principles. And today we are in our day 9 of our 30-day identity shift. Come on, everybody. Y'all join in the room. If you're now coming in, I am so ever grateful that you have now made it to week 2 of our 30-day identity shift challenge. Now, if you're coming in for the first time and you're probably saying, well, Ruth, I have not been here since week 1. Do not feel fret. Go ahead and go to the link in the bio and start to play back. It's okay. We're going to catch up. But I'm catching up, Ruth. I'm going to catch up. It's your catch up season. Yes. And so it's all right if you have to play catch up. And I just want you to know that you're still on time. Put I am on time in the comments. Come on in. Come on in, Michael. Welcome in the room. It's so delightful to have you. Let's go ahead and disrupt the algorithm. Let's get this to about 10,000 viewers. Let's go ahead and get people in and inspired here on this live. My goal is that for you to be recognizing what exactly am I needing to shift in my identity? What is causing me to stay stagnant? Well, week 2, we're going to be talking about identity disruption. It's a matter of holding you accountable. It's a matter of knowing that enough is enough. We're not going to continue allowing ourselves to think that we're going to be paralyzed or we're going to be consuming this, just being not able to move forward. This is not the season. We're going to stop. The topic for today, which is so important, the topic for today is going to be stop explaining yourself. Quit having to come up with a story or create a story or over explaining. We're in a position in your life. You're in a position in your life. You're here to grow. And if you're finding yourself not growing for whatever it's worth, that's an indication that we need to shift your identity. We need to start refining it. You're just like a big, beautiful plant. We have to water you. You are, imagine yourself like a garden. It's time to be watered, love. It is time to be making sure that you're on fertile ground, Mary. So, hello, beautiful people. Come on into the room. Welcome back to day 9 of our 30-day identity shift challenge. Today's conversation is going to be so amazing, so impactful. Grab your pen, grab your notepad, because you do not want to miss this. I'm telling you, I have so much to unpack, and it's going to be so exciting to do so. So while you're coming in, let's go ahead and click like. Let's go ahead and tap. Let me know you all are here by clicking just click the screen. Let me know that you're joining by showing up your heart on the screen. Because have you ever made, can I ask you a question? Let's go ahead by hitting heart so I can know you're breathing. There we go. Let's go, somebody. Come on, Barbara. Have you ever made a decision you knew was right for you? But catch this. I want you to catch this and zoom in. Say, I'm zooming in. I'm zooming in, Tracy. Tracy say, I'm zooming in. You made a decision. You felt that it was the right one for you. But then you felt the need to explain it to everyone. Have you been there? I have. You know what? I'm going to confess. I've been there, Mary. You explained why you couldn't attend the event. You explained why you didn't make it to the last retreat, why you changed careers, why you started the business, perhaps why you set a boundary. You don't have to explain why you set a boundary. The boundary exists because it is. It is. It is. Why you said no. Is this you? You're in the right room. You're in the right room and before you know it, I'm sharing something with you. Stick with me. And before you even know it or even knew it, if I will, you were spending more energy defending your decision than actually living it. Can I lovingly tell you something today, friend? Can I encourage you today? Can I bring you into the room? Can I sit with you and have a heart to heart conversation? Because the 30-day identity shift challenge, this is not a time for us to sit here and have a kumbaya. This is activation season. This is to really enlighten what's already in us. Every decision doesn't require an explanation. Let that sit there with you a little bit, James. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is trust the wisdom God placed with you. That's just really it. Today, we're going to talk about why so many high achievers, especially high achieving women, over explain, and how learning to stop can become one of the most freeing identity shifts you'll ever make. Come on in, come on in. This is the time for you to activate. This is the time for you to elevate. This is the season where you're going to no longer have to over talk, have to over explain your crisis or your circumstances. So let's start with the question. I'm going to start with a question. Okay, Bertha, be honest. Can we have a heart to heart that we're honest with each other? I want you to type your answer in the comments. Which one do you struggle with the most? Do you struggle with saying no, which is A, or do you struggle feeling like you have to explain your no? Then you're going to put B in a comment. I'm going to do a survey. Put A, which one do you struggle with the most? Just plainly saying no, or feeling like you have to explain why you said no. Put B for that. A for what I just said, and B. Let's go. I can't wait to read your responses as you continue to do so. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab your pen, grab your notepad, because why do we feel the need to explain ourselves? Herman, why do we feel the need to explain ourselves? Most of us weren't taught confidence. Let's think about this together. Let's go ahead and create a group. Let's go ahead and create this community. Go ahead and share it about 10 people. Let's go ahead and get this to the minimum of 1,000 hearts so I can know you're here sitting in the room with me. Don't just breathe on the live. I want to see your heartbeat, Sister Key. Okay. We were taught approval. Many of us early in life that if we could just explain ourselves well enough, people would understand. People would accept us, right? People will accept us. People wouldn't be disappointed if I just thoroughly explained my story, my part. People wouldn't even be disappointed. That's the perception we gave ourselves. Is that you, Sylvia? So we became really good at over explaining, is where I'm getting at. But here's the question, here's the truth. What if your peace isn't found in being understood? Come on, somebody. Are you catching what I'm putting out there? What if your peace is found in being aligned? Let's go ahead and click like. Let's go ahead and disrupt the algorithm. I'm going to do it right along with you all because I do believe that we were needing to champion together. In order to champion ourselves, we have to invite others who are in the struggle bus right now and they need to get activated. I declare and decree in the next 72 hours, the moment you come in here and you understand this is why my identity is shifting or not shifting, is because I'm an over explainer. I'm always having to explain my yeses and most importantly explain my nos. Let's take this to the book. Let's take it to the Bible. Come on, somebody, because I got to give you all some substance. Because if your peace is found in being aligned, what if it is? What if it is found in being aligned, but you're just out of the alignment? You're out of the boat. You're out of the boat. I agree. Come on, Lorenzo. So those are two different goals. What if your peace is found in being understood? And number two, what if your peace is found in being aligned? One depends on people. Listen to this. The other depends on purpose. That's the distinguished factor between the two. Let's go ahead and go to Galatians. Walk with me. We're going to read out loud. Walk with me. Is this good? Are you getting this? Is this wrapping around your mind today like a blanket? It's warming you up to the point where you're now having to make a move, because this is your activation season. We're going to take your identity to a newer heights. Let's go, somebody. Newer heights. Galatians. We're moving to Galatians. We're going to talk with Paul for a little bit. Uncle Paul is going to talk to us, actually. He's going to break some yokes this day. He's going to break some. He's going to help me and you break some yokes, some heavy yokes, that is. Some heavy yokes. Let's go. Galatians 1:10 says, thank you for this, Father. For do I now persuade men or God? Or do I speak to please men? For if I yet pleased men, I should not be the servant of Christ. So I'm not just the one just sitting here trying to tell you don't over explain yourself. The good book tells you that as well. Your good manual is describing exactly it. Sometimes growth requires disappointment. It requires disappointing people. Kenya, we're not here to people please or over explain ourselves. Sometimes growth requires disappointing people's expectation so you can what? You can remain faithful to God's direction. Are you with me? Come on in here, Esther. Let's go ahead and let me know by hitting the hearts and the likes, because I gotta be honest with you. There was a time in my life, right? There was a time in my life when every decision felt like it needed a presentation. It did. If I changed direction, I explained it. If I couldn't attend something, I explained it. Is that you? If I needed time for myself, I explained it. And I began to notice something. Stay with me, Betty. The more I explained, the more I questioned myself. Is that you? Because every explanation invited another opinion. It sure did. It invited another perspective, another opportunity to doubt what God had already settled in my heart. Eventually, I realized something. Confidence isn't loud. Confidence is peaceful. Are you catching this, Carl? Today, if God has given me so much clarity, I don't feel the need to convince everyone else. Not because I don't care about people. I want you to stay with me. It has nothing to do with I don't care about you. But because I've learned that clarity doesn't require constant validation. It's really that simple. That was a lesson I had to grow into. Tell me this is good in the comment. This is good, Ruth. This is good. And let's start bombarding heaven with the hearts. Let's catch fire. Let's start to illuminate the room that you're in. In order for you to shift the atmosphere that you're in, you got to shift the atmosphere from within yourself. You got to check your posture. What plane are you on right now? The plane of doubt? The plane of fear? Because if you're over explaining, if you're constantly finding yourself in the battlefield of having to over explain your nose, this is why I'm doing this right now. Because what happens if in your mind, when you trust your decisions, let's keep this simple. Inside your brain, can I break something down with you? Can I invite you to understand why is it that I'm always over explaining? Why is it that I'm having to continually to explain my boundaries, continue to having to say why I'm not staying after hours at work any longer. Why am I not able to advance certain people in certain roles? If it's not your time, it's not your time. So let me keep it simple. Inside your brain is an area that helps you think ahead. It allows you to weigh options and make wise decisions. Your prefrontal cortex is basically helping you break down and chew whatever decision that you're looking to face. And Brenda, I'm here to explain to you, you can think of it as your leadership center. Okay? The more you pause, pray, reflect, and make intentional decisions, stay with me, the stronger that leadership center becomes. How many of you all feel like you're in a season that you're needing to disrupt? You need to go higher, higher. You're inviting yourself in a plane, but the plane seems to stay plateau. And you're in the season in your life that you need to jump off that plane, get a parachute, get on good ground, and onboard to a primary jet. Onboard into a spiritual jet that got you covered. Because here's the truth. On the other hand, every time you make a decision based only on guilt or pressure, watch this. Your mind stays stuck in reaction mode instead of leadership mode. I'm not getting no help. It stays on action mode. Are you catching this? Instead of leadership mode. You're always being reactive. You're always moving and don't even know why you're moving. You're just moving because it's thinking that it's the rightful thing to do. You're getting up in the morning, you're getting dressed, you're going to work, and you're applying whatever skill sets that you are doing within that workplace. But lo and behold, you're not setting boundaries. Lo and behold, you're over explaining to your team. Lo and behold, you're over explaining to your partner. And here's the beautiful part. When your decision aligned with your values, come on, somebody, come on. Is this pinching you? Let me know if it's pinching you. You know when you have your old aunties and the aunties and the elders at the church, when you were out of line, they'll pinch the back of your arm. Come on, somebody. I wanted to pinch you this morning. Say it's pinching me, Ruth. You're pinching me. I'm trying to get your attention. That's why. When your decision align with your values, your brain releases chemicals that help you feel calmer, more hopeful, and more at peace. Who in the season, what season are you in right now? Are you in the season of peace or paralyzed? You're paralyzed because you're not moving. You're paralyzed because you're feeling like I'm waiting on my manager to escalate me. I'm waiting on my leader to move me to the senior suite. When your decision aligns with your values, this is just one reason why living in alignment feels lighter because you're postured, you're centered, you're keeping a clear path by allowing the Creator to be a lamp underneath your path. Every steps of a righteous man are ordered, not because you're thinking life is easier, but it allows you to see things a lot lighter. It's a lightweight for you. Say it's lightweight, Cheryl, because you're no longer fighting yourself. You understand? Think about this. How many times have you said yes when you know deep down in your core you meant to say no? When your spirit is quietly saying, no, don't do that. Don't accept that invite. Don't accept that job offer. Don't even think of accepting him back when he may have failed. Your partner or your spouse has redundantly overstepped your boundaries. Drop a heart in the comments if you ever been there. Let me see. Tap the screen with Let me see the hearts flow through this room. I would love to see your heart flowing in this room. Say, because this is the time when you're disrupting, you're corrupting this pattern, this behavior pattern, and accepting to think that this is it. This is the new normal. Let's disrupt and say, no, Father. I am no longer going to be over explaining myself. I'm setting boundaries because me matters. I matter. My growth matter. My relationship, how I show up in the room matter. How I show up in the boardroom, how I show up within my team. Offers flow through me. Contract deals flow through me. I'm in my overflow season because I no longer explain myself or over explain myself. You no longer have to over explain yourself, and you're not alone. Because here's why: I worked with an exclusive leader. She was an executive leader who was known for saying yes to everything because she felt like she was in a high authority role. She wanted everyone to feel supported. Let me know if you've been there. Back, come on, let's activate the hearts in this room. Your heart needs to be resuscitated. She wanted to be seen as dependable, but eventually, watch this, she became overwhelmed. How many of you all in your overwhelmed season because you're over explaining yourself? You're not knowing when to put a muzzle over your mouth like King David did. Be what? Quick to listen and slow to speak. That's what Uncle King Solomon was trying to address in Proverbs. We don't have to we're not here to make sure that person feels good in your team members. You're here to set authority, set boundaries, not to say you don't care about them, but you're protecting your peace. You're protecting your energy. You only get one vessel. Your body is your vessel. It's there to protect you. Your nervous system is there to keep you at rest. The moment you relinquish your power and let somebody else run that machine, which is your body, control you, then your nervous system starts to activate cortisol, stress, which is equal to stress. When the Father says, I came for you to may have life and have life what? Abundantly. I'm in my abundant season and I would love for you to be there too. So one day she told me, let me get back to my story. I got a little bit ahead of myself. Let me get back to my story. So one day she says, I don't even know what I actually want anymore because I've spent so much time managing everyone else's expectation. That's right. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the heart. Come on, Cheryl. You get the grips of what I'm putting out there. I'm glad you're holding grips to it. So that sentence that she said stayed with me. Together, we started applying some principles. We worked on one simple habit at a time. Before responding to any request, she gave herself permission to pause. You no longer have to respond to everything that comes through your email right then and there. You don't have to respond to every request that your kids might put. Oh, I have a field trip in the next week, mom. Da 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 da. Pause. Before responding, give yourself grace and permission to reflect, to think about it. Not forever, just long enough to ask, does this align with my priorities? Hanging out with my friends, going on a cruise, perhaps maybe doing a 3-day staycation somewhere. Does it align with my priorities? That small shift changed everything for her. She became more confident, more focused. How many of you all lack focus because you're too busy figuring out the next scenario on how to explain your no, how to over explain? You don't have to do that. There's no necessary. Who gave us the right to think that we have to make sure we tend to other people not understanding your no? Let them figure out why they can't understand your no. That is not your job. It's not your job. It's not your job, Dr. Ronnie. That small shift in her identity changed everything and changed the full trajectory. She became more clear, more peaceful. How many of y'all want your peace back? Said, bring me back my peace. I need my peace 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 a year. And interesting enough, people respected her more, not less. Think it not strange when people find themselves more appreciative, and I'm going somewhere with this, to the people that they may look at as being mean. They're not mean. They're very diplomatic, they're very assertive. But in their world, they see that as being mean because they know how to hold on to they know how to clutch their pearls. They know how to stand in their post. They don't move because you moved. They're grounded. They're anchored in who they are. Do you know who you are, Buck and Rowdy? Do you know who you are, D Hobbs? Because that's the question you want to ask yourself. I have 5 signs. Because many of you are, I'm hearing you all saying, well, how do I understand if I'm over explaining myself? I don't feel that I'm out of alignment when I over explain myself. I'm glad you asked. Write this down. Write this down. Ask yourself if any of these sound familiar and put this in the comments. Number one, you apologize before expressing your needs. Like, look, I'm sorry. Before I even get started, I'm sorry if this may bend you the wrong way. I'm sorry. That stops today. Number two, if you're coming in, this is the 30-day identity shift challenge. We are now on day 9 of 30. We show up every day, 8 a.m. On Monday through Friday, weekdays. So the weekend, you can go ahead and digress and decompress and start doing your assignments even more. For those who are catching up, the link is in the bio. Go ahead and catch up and binge watch. It's already uploaded somewhere in the description. I want you to go ahead and catch up. Say, it's my catch up season because I know that my identity matters and I'm going to protect my peace. And I'm no longer in this over explaining myself season. Come on, somebody. It's time for overflow. Say, I'm overflowing, not with explanation, but overflowing with peace. Let's go. Number two, you feel guilty after saying no. How many of you all feel guilty? Hey, DL. Do you feel guilty when you posture yourself so much so, but then you question, was that the right time, or did I needed to say no to her? Or was I supposed to say no to him? 3, come on, write this down. We're going to self-check ourselves before we wreck it. This is the identity shift that we're looking to address and not continue to broom underneath the rug. Okay? 3, you seek permission before making personal decisions. Does that resonate? These are the questions. These are the 5 signs you're over-explaining. Ask yourself these questions. 4, you replay conversations wondering if people are upset. Are you mad at me? You calling them, texting them, leaving voice notes? Come on, somebody. You're asking your children, are you mad at mommy? Are you mad at dad? You replay the conversation in your mind of thinking of how they may have felt when all the while you were just simply protecting your peace, protecting your body from not having a nervous activation, creating cortisol, stress. You diminish that. And then last but not least, number 5, put 5 in the comments so I can know you're tracking. And come on, let me know your heart is still in a racing mode of understanding this identity shift. Let me know your heart is still arising. It's still flustered. It's still operating. It's not went plateau, because if anything, what's coming out of my mouth is nothing but adrenaline. It's nothing but a blood. I'm your blood plant. I'm here to create the flow of your blood that's been holding you hostage, that's been holding you stagnated. Your blood has to flow. Your blood has to flow in the right direction. And I hear the Father saying that the blood of the Creator, the blood of the Ruach, the wind that is mixed with the blood, is going to get you from being paralyzed to paradise. Because peace is a place where I know what King David meant on Psalm 23. He said, He laid me down on green pasture. He laid me down on green pasture. I'm in my lay me down green pasture season. Who? 5, you spend more time defending your decision than living in it. Is that you? You spend more time defending your decision than living in it. That stops today, friend. Don't judge yourself. Become aware. This is for you to become aware of what actions, what decisions, what thoughts has been pondering and holding you back from moving to what God has ordained you to be in this season. The woman who knows who she is doesn't spend her life asking for permission to become her. She seeks wise counseling. She goes and get guidance. She gets mentored. She prays. She reflects. She listens. Yes. But once she has clarity, she moves. Because confidence isn't convincing everyone you're right. Confidence is quietly walking in what God has already confirmed. Josh, are you catching this? Abby, are you in the room? Let me know by activating your hearts. Let me know you're in the room. Like and subscribe if this is resonating with you. Go back, and day 1 through day 8 is live and ready for your replay. As a matter of fact, go back and get the replay for this if you're just jumping in, because I want you to start removing the residue. We're already in the halfway mark of the race. And this is the season where you're wanting to make sure you're fully hydrated. You're fully aware of your body. You're tending to walk with me to Proverbs. This is one of my favorite I know it's popular on demand, probably over demand, but Uncle King Solomon knew what he was determining to say and write when he put this together. Go with me to Proverbs. Yes. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. As a matter of fact, we had this on our family board as our verse for the week. And we had it for 2 weeks now because it matters. It's rooted. When you're going deep down into your roots and you start removing the roots that are unnecessary, that's been holding that tree to not bear good fruits, you go back and be reminded by Proverbs 3, 5, 6, which begins to say, trust in the Lord with all your heart, all thine heart, and lean not into thy own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him. Acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Notice, Karen, God promises decisions. God promises direction, not everyone's agreement. So why you have to keep over explaining if they're not on board? If they're not on board, that's not a you problem. God promises direction. Not everyone was on board when Moses was trying to lead them out to the land of milk and honey. They couldn't really comprehend. So your prefrontal cortex, where you make your decision, where your creative juices are flowing, this is where I want you to kind of zoom in this week. Practice one simple sentence. I want you to practice this one simple sentence. Say, I'm here to learn, Ruth. I'm here to grow. Instead of saying, I'm so sorry, I just can't because my schedule is full. I'm so sorry. It just doesn't resonate with me. I'm so sorry. I don't think this is something that I would like to entertain. You don't even got to say all that. And because the reason I think it's not something I like to entertain because da 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 da. We don't have to explain ourselves. You can explain, but not over explain. Say thank you for the invite, but I'm gonna have to decline. I'm not gonna be available. I appreciate the invite. Thank you for thinking of me. Maybe another time. You see where I'm going with this, Anna? Are you catching it? Or you can even say, instead of saying, I'm sorry, I just can't because, try saying, Lorena, when you're doing your identity shift activation, try saying, thank you for thinking of me. I'm not available. Thank you for having me part of your thought process, or thank you for just letting me know that I was thought of. I appreciate the invite. Maybe another time. And stop. Where do you go off thinking that they need to know that you have no babysitter, or you have to work a double shift, or your husband or your partner is deciding to maybe do a nice thorough dinner and having all your favorite dishes? You don't have to explain all that. That's irrelevant. They don't. Can I tell you a secret? They don't care. People don't want to know the extras. They just want to invite you, or they want to include you in a plan at work, or a project at work, and they decided to have your hand to be on deck, but you already have your plate full. Be like, as much as I would love to be part of this project, I appreciate you thinking that my skill set can definitely align with what you all are pursuing. At this moment, I'm already, maybe another time. Can you check with me in the next 2 months, or maybe the next 2 days? Can you check? Can you check with me in the next 2 days? Because the project maybe not be starting until the fourth quarter of the year, and they already have you in the pipeline. You're already locked in on your calendar. Are you catching this? So no longer are you over explaining. No long explanation, no guilt, no overthinking. And notice how you feel after exercising this. Notice how your tempo starts to now have a certain different kind of rhythm. You're calm, you're poised. People start recognizing you're changed. Something tilted in you. Something definitely is flowing a different vibe through you. That's why I'm going to have you all do this assignment. I'm wrapping up. Come on, Andrew. This is your assignment for day 9 of our 30-day identity shift. Write this down, because I want you to, I too going to do this. I want to go ahead and challenge myself to do this, because why? I do believe that it helps me anchor in who I'm becoming. Every day I'm growing to becoming the her that God has called me to be. The clarity journal. Tonight, I want you to do this. Today, maybe in your lunchtime, or a 15-minute break. This is your clarity journal. Number 1, where in my life do I over explain the most? Where in my life do I over explain the most? 2, what am I afraid will happen if I don't explain myself? Answer that question to yourself. 3, whose approval am I still seeking? Whose approval am I still seeking? And 4, what decision has God already made clear that I've been delaying? What decision has God already made clear that I've been delaying? If I am going too fast, you can catch the replay. It's going to be uploaded for day 9. Somewhere in the description, the link is in the bio, because I really want you to go ahead and start chewing this. This is what your body needs. God's food, spiritual food. This week, number 5, you're going to put 5. Last but not least, I'm not going to overbearing you. This week, where can I replace explanation, Cherie? Where can I replace explanation with confidence? Spend at least 15 minutes reflecting. This should all take about 15 minutes of your time. 15 minutes to answer 5 questions. 5 minutes for each question, at least, bare minimum. Okay? Is this good? Are you catching what we did? We are now, listen, this is day 9 of our 30-day identity shift challenge. I got to run. I want you to start consuming yourself. Consume yourself with a fire that has been helping you elevate your mind and removing some of the residue, removing some of the thought process that's been causing your delay on really achieving on the boundaries of no longer over explaining yourself. You're removing yourself from that doggone plane and getting onto a higher plane because you're now in your elevation season. Repeat after me as we wrap up and close. This declaration is going to shake something in your cage. It's going to rattle the spirit from the within. So repeat it out loud and say it out loud, because your word that comes out your mouth is your ammunition. It's what's going to set the tone for your day. Whatever you start your day with is what your day is going to continue to reveal throughout the day. Is this good? Are you catching this, April? Let's say, I trust God's direction. I honor my peace. That's right. I release the need for constant approval. I no longer seek permission to become who God created me to be. I choose wisdom over guilt. I choose clarity over confusion. That's right. I choose confidence over convincing. I walk in peace. Beautiful people, we have now concluded day 9 of our 30-day identity shift, week 2 on identity. Come on, somebody, disruption. Thank you for joining me today, Josh. If you're needing to catch up, the replay is going to be uploaded before the end of the day. Catch the replay of day 1 through day 8. Do not allow yourself to stay stuck. Your identity matters. In order for you to manifest the dream job, the dream career, your business to definitely catalyst to the next level, you must look from within. There's some healing that needs to be done. Your body must be carrying so much weight from childhood, from high school, from undergrad, from when you've been in that company for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Tomorrow is going to be so deep. Put deep in the comment. It's going to transform. It's going to impact. Tomorrow, we're going to have a powerful conversation again about something many people silently carry. Why you feel guilty when you choose yourself. Come on into the room tomorrow. Go ahead and hit the notification, like, subscribe, so you be one of the first to know, so you can be in the room in the right time. If you ever felt struggling with putting yourself in on the priority list, tomorrow is for you, Dominique. Until then, remember this: you're forever guided by light and forever loved. Know that I love you and God loves you. Not everyone has to understand your assignment. You're not here for everyone. They simply have to watch you faithfully walk it. You just got to walk your assignment, walk your purpose. You don't have to explain yourself or not explain, but over explain yourself. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Love you lots. Until then.